Did you know you were going to be here 15 years ago? Because we've been friends since we met in 2009.
Yeah, 2009.
So that was like 15
Wow.
years ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So maybe a little bit before that.
Little bit
Let's
before.
call it 20.
No, 20 years ago, I had dropped out of high school. So I was out of high school. At that time, I think what I envisioned for my life, career-wise, was to just get like a GED and work in the trades, electrician, plumber, roofer, whatever it could be, right?
Right.
That's what I envisioned, because I know that you can make, good money, you can make a living for yourself and your family, and that's what I aspire to be, right? And as I was doing that, because remember, I had dropped out of high school and I was trying to get my GED, I was absolutely determined to get my GED, but do it in a good manner. So
Right.
I wanted to pass, I got my GED, and then I was like, you know what, let me take some general ed classes. It can't hurt. And I really enjoyed it, right? I was like, I really miss going to school. And I was very laser focused on just getting good grades. So I was grinding and grinding, right? I would stay after school. I would talk with the professors and the teachers and make sure that I was absolutely getting everything down right. And I was working full time. I think at the time I had like 3 jobs.
Wow.
Yeah, I was working full time and I was studying and I think that that whole mindset that I had during that time was this mindset of don't miss an opportunity.
Right.
Because I felt like I had missed an opportunity in life, right? Because I dropped out of high school, I missed out on what I saw my peers go through.
Right.
Right, graduating and the prom and the end of year festivities and the celebrations and this. I was like, I am not going to miss an opportunity. I'm going to seize the moment and really, really nail this. And I did. I got a 4.0. I was just absolutely laser focused, and ultimately that led me to the University of Florida. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Go Gators, because that's where I met you.
Right.
That's where I met you. And I'll tell you this, even then, Yasir, I didn't even know what I wanted to do, right? I think at first I was a finance major, then I was then I changed it to marketing, and then I was looking at jobs in sales or retail. So I was just kind of like all over the place.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, I was very laser focused, I was very disciplined, and I was just really taking advantage of the opportunities I had. So I didn't exactly know that I was going to be here. That for sure I didn't. But I knew that I was determined. And it's funny because it's interesting because I had this goal of being like an electrician, for example.
Okay.
Right. But then I got my GED and then I started getting A's. So I scratched that out. I was like, that's no longer that's old goals, right?
It just doesn't make sense for you.
It doesn't make sense anymore, right? So I was like, maybe I'll be a X-ray tech, right? A little bit more technical, a little bit more in a professional medical setting. It's like, I don't know if I want to do that. And plus, I feel like I'm only a year or 2 away from getting my AA. Maybe I could go ahead and get my bachelor's.
Right.
So every couple of months or 6 months or so, the goal changed. And that's just what ended up happening throughout, my student career and then my professional career.
Right.
So
you got more and more options.
I did.
More and more options. And you're always pushing and challenging yourself to be better and better and better.